Hi everyone, so in this video we're going to look at how the Germans were punished after World War I. So before we moved on, we should know that the big three, Britain, USA and France, they blame the war on Germany entirely. So when the war ended, they came out with a Treaty of Versailles, which depicted on the screen by this strike of newspapers as the greatest moment in history. So in the Treaty of Versailles, they actually came out with the guidelines on how to punish the Germans after World War I. Now, this is the major provisions in the Treaty of Versailles. First, the League of Nations. They came up with the idea to establish the League of Nations as proposed by Woodrow Wilson, the President of the United States of America. The League of Nations supposed to act as an international peace organization. Enemy and neutral nations initially excluded from the League of Nations, and that also include Germany. Germany was excluded because they were seen as the war-loving country, while Russia was excluded because Russia was a communist country. Territorial losses. For Germany, they had to return a lot of lands that they colonized before World War I. For example, Alsace-Lorraine, which they got from 1771 war in the Franco-Prussian War with France. And also, they had to surrender all of their overseas colonies in Africa and the Pacific. What is the impact of this to Germany? Germany suffered from huge economy losses. Military restriction. Germany also have to limit the size of their army as instructed by the Big Three in the Treaty of Versailles. They only allowed to own 100,000 army. Germany also prohibited from importing or manufacturing weapons or war material, and Germany forbidden to build or buy submarine or have an air force. So this is how amongst the ways how Germany was punished after World War I. Other than that, Germany was also tortured mentally by when they were being forced to accept the blame for causing World War I under the term war guilt. They have to accept sole responsibility for the war placed on German soldiers, and Germany forced to pay the Allies 33 billion in reparation over 30 years. In this picture, you can see that the big force, which include Italy, trying to force Germany to swallow the peace terms which they made after World War I to ensure that there is no more such war to take place in the future. So if you wonder why did Germany accept the Treaty of Versailles, actually they were forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles. In fact, they were not even invited to discuss on the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. In this map, you will see these are some of the lands lost by Germany and after that taken back when Hitler came to power in 1933. For example, Rhineland after World War I was asked to be demilitarized, meaning they have to remove the army from this area to give sense of security to France. And here is what happened next when Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany. He started to break the Treaty of Versailles, which led us to World War II. Thank you. Bye.